that you have already listed. There's a long list of child abuse, sex trafficking of children, fraudulent marriages, and eventually fraudulent visas. Allegedly, he was bringing Filipinos over to the U.S. on fraudulent visas and getting them to solicit cash for bogus charities that he had run.
Now, we've heard police have been in a 2-week standoff with his followers at the vast church compound where he's based. I'm curious to know how he managed to hide from authorities for so long.
Well, for a long time, under the administration of President Rodrigo Duterte, Quibiloy was considered untouchable. Both of them are from Davao, and he was kind of like a favored or a friend of President Rodrigo Duterte. That's actually how Quibiloy also became very popular. He was endorsing a lot of political candidates, and in the Philippines, endorsement by a religious leader is seen as a vote for that person, and it's also a very powerful tool to get more voters also in.
Now, you've encountered one of his alleged victims. What was that like? Tell us about that.
I was on assignment in the Middle East and Qatar at the time, and I was covering labor migration issues when a child had come up to me and started speaking to me in Filipino, asking me for money. So it was a little surreal. I was overseas and I said, do I hear Filipino? And the person that I was interviewing was from a migrant rights group. And he said, yeah, that's a Filipino. And those are the children that are being brought over by Quibiloy to beg for money, and the money is funneled back to him. So this is when we see now the allegations of child trafficking that Quibiloy is accused of, and how he uses the children, the young women and girls also that he has trafficked, to ask them to beg for money that he uses for himself.
Now, you already mentioned it. Quibiloy also has links to former President Duterte. How did he manage to get so close to power?
He was the spiritual advisor of former President Rodrigo Duterte. And as I mentioned, in the Philippines, an endorsement by a religious leader is a valuable election tool. And he has over 7 million followers. He has a YouTube channel. He knows how to use social media also for his popularity and his preaching. So that's how he became popular with the public, and therefore also became popular with political candidates who wanted to curry his favor to get votes.
Anna, thank you so much for your insights. That's DW's Anna Santos.